Welcome to News Channel, your number one source for everything Golden State Warriors. If you're a diehard NBA fan and bleed blue and gold, you've come to the right place. Today, we've got an action-packed lineup, the latest news, in-depth analysis, and those jaw-dropping moments that make every Warriors game unforgettable. Stick around because you won't want to miss a second of our exclusive updates and behind-the-scenes content from the team always striving for greatness. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update from the world of the Warriors. Ready? Let's dive in. Golden State Warriors in talks with ex-Los Angeles Lakers coach Darvin Ham for potential role in Steve Kerr's staff. Golden State Warriors news. It has now been nearly a month since Darvin Ham got sacked by the Los Angeles Lakers. As it turns out, however, the former LA head coach might not be jobless for too long. According to reports, Ham could now be taking his talents to the Bay Area after it was revealed that he's had conversations with the Warriors about potentially joining Steve Kerr's coaching staff. Golden State Warriors. Darvin Ham joining Dubs? According to Warriors insider Anthony Slater of The Athletic, Golden State has been in contact with Ham about potentially hiring him as an assistant coach. The Warriors had some conversation with former Los Angeles Lakers head coach Darvin Ham in recent weeks, per league sources. That isn't expected to materialize, but it is a signal of the Warriors' desire to add a big-name assistant, and indications are they are in search of either a former head coach or former player to fill the role, Slater wrote. Slater did note, however, that talks are not expected to move forward at this point, which likely means Ham and the Warriors were unable to find common ground initially. Nevertheless, this still does not completely eliminate the possibility of Ham signing with the Dubs this summer, especially considering Golden State's need for a new assistant coach, replacing Kenny Atkinson. The Warriors' decision to speak with Ham appears to have been motivated by assistant coach Kenny Atkinson's looming exit, as the 56-year-old has emerged as the frontrunner to land the head coaching vacancy with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But, league sources indicate, the Warriors are contemplating a coaching staff addition regardless of whether the Cavaliers hire Atkinson, which would follow the Mike Brown and Jama Malalila departures in recent years, and the tragic loss of Dejan Milojevic this past January, Slater wrote. According to the report, it's possible that Golden State hire two new assistants should Atkinson decide to leave. Golden State Warriors. Crucial update on Klay Thompson's Dubs future as NBA free agency approaches. The Klay Thompson era for the Golden State Warriors could be coming to an end. In fact, if the four-time NBA champ decides to leave this summer via free agency, then we've actually already seen him suit up for the Warriors for the final time. This will potentially also officially mark the end of the famed Dubs dynasty, which Thompson played an undeniably integral role in building. Golden State Warriors news. No progress on Klay Thompson contract extension. The bad news for Warriors fans who have been hoping that Thompson remains in the Bay Area is that his departure has become even more plausible. This is after reports have indicated that contract extension talks between the five-time All-Star and the Warriors have not progressed. This report comes via team insider Anthony Slater of The Athletic. As the decision on his future nears, there's been no notable movement from either side toward a resolution, league sources said. The Warriors maintain a desire to retain Thompson at the right price once other aspects of their roster retool get clarified. But they haven't exactly been beating down his door to work out the framework for an extension, which can be signed at any time. In turn, the 34-year-old Thompson appears ready to test free agency waters, exploring external options for the first time in his career, Slater wrote. The silver lining here is that there is a desire from both parties to strike a deal. The problem, however, is that Thompson's self-valuation does not seem to match the amount of money Golden State is willing to pay him. It also seems that opposing teams would be more than happy to offer Thompson a better deal than what the Warriors have on the table, which only means that Klay could very well be in a different uniform next season. Jimmy Butler would revolutionize an aging Warriors roster. Jimmy Butler has 2 years remaining on his $146 million deal. He will earn $48.7 million next season. The Miami Heat could look to move on from Butler in an attempt to clear some cap space and begin retooling their roster around Bam Adebayo. According to Anthony Slater of The Athletic, the Golden State Warriors could emerge as a potential suitor for Butler should he become available during the offseason. We discussed some of the Warriors' options on our off-season preview podcast, Slater said. Two quick situations of note. If Brandon Ingram hits the trade market, I would not expect the Warriors to show interest. If the Heat shop Jimmy Butler, I would expect the Warriors to enter the conversation to at least some degree. Butler would be the sledgehammer the Warriors need. With the spacing that Steph Curry provides, Butler would be free to pressure the rim at will. He would also provide elite-level wing defense and a strong style of leadership. When healthy, Butler is one of the most impactful forwards in the NBA and would help ease the pressure on Steph Curry's shoulders. Of course, how Butler would mesh with Draymond Green should be a legitimate concern. Both stars aren't known for keeping their opinions to themselves. They would either emerge as a fearsome duo that brings physicality, grit, and leadership to the rotation, or they would quickly end up at each other's throats. It's also worth noting that Butler has recently stated he wishes to remain in Miami for the remainder of his career, and that could prove to be a stumbling block. Still, Butler's interior scoring would be the wrinkle the Warriors' roster was missing last season. Kerr found some success with Jonathan Kuminga pressuring the rim, but he's still young and developing. Butler would fit the veteran core's timeline and walk into the team as a complete player in his role. Whether Golden State would be willing to eat Butler's significant salary and the luxury tax penalties associated with it will remain to be seen. But if the Warriors want to be a contending team next season, adding Butler would help them achieve that goal.